just got a big influx of wide receivers. We just got one of the best cards in the entire game. And also, we just got a bunch for fan appreciation. I think there was 2 or 3 that dropped in that part too. We had to update this list, man. There's a lot of amazing cards dropping. Let's just get into number 10 here. And real quick, boys, if you want to know the best place to start winning more games where you can learn full offensive and defensive schemes that actually work, you should check out civil.gg and use my code SHOE for 30% off. You'll be joining over 2,000 active members who are winning more games, and over 98% of people who joined said they've won more games since joining. So if you want to start winning more games, make sure you click that link in the top of the description and use code SHOE for 30% off. And now, let's get back to the video. Number 10, I do got Big Johnny Wilson. I am actually rocking him on the team right now. The only thing that sucks with this card truly is that he does not have, you know, the Truz. I will say there's not many cards on this list that do have Truz, because when people were making golden tickets, we didn't know that the Avalanche meta was going to be this broken, at least because last year it wasn't like this. But 99 speed, I don't even know I'm mentioning speed. Everybody on this list is 99 speed. He's 6'7". That is a big deal. He could spin like crazy and also double me. Yak him up is good. I will say it is very, very good. But he's just missing like other X factors, right? He doesn't have, you know, a Vanguard. He doesn't have, you know, Truz, like I mentioned. I'm blanking out so bad right now. He's just missing a lot. I will say these two are very mid right now. Not a lot of people run man. And Yak him up is nowhere near as good as Angry runs. But he's still amazing. He's still a beast. He's tall. He can spin across the map. Very good card. Number 9, we got Trent Scott. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Trent Scott, I've mentioned it in many videos before where I've had absolutely terrible luck with certain cards. Trent Scott was my bad luck card, but I've seen other people dominate with him. I know the abilities on paper are amazing. I put my personal bias aside, and I know he belongs in the top 10. But when you look at this card, 6'5", he's like with the OG fat receiver in this game. He got a card when it was like 94 overalls in the game. 99 speed. I keep saying that. Why am I saying that? Spin cycle, route tech on him. Moss, I will say, like I mentioned, it doesn't break press as good as double me, but nobody runs man anyway, so this ability kind of feels like a waste, kind of like double me does nowadays. But this is the reason why we like him over here. He gets Vanguard, and then on top of that, boys, you can run your angry runs right here for 0. So Vanguard, angry runs, and also Moss will get the spin cycle and route tech baked on. I mean, Trent Scott is a monster, dude. I just like the more versatility of abilities. I just think those 2 other X factors you can choose at the end are just better than the extra 2 inches Johnny Wilson gives you on height, you know? Number 8, we got Tim Patrick. And Tim Patrick is one of the still most underrated cards in the game. I do want to mention, I'm actually very annoyed because Mike Williams dropped as a roster evolution, and he is tall enough and also has X factors. He has double me, and you can throw another one on him, but he doesn't get spin cycle or evasive. So I didn't want to include him on the list because the spin is way worse without it. But Tim Patrick does get that. He is 6'4". He goes up to 98 speed when you fully max him. And then on top of that, you guys know with the surge cards, double X factors. Everybody right now, it feels like everybody right now is running Truz no matter what on these guys. And then I think most people are switching over to angry runs over double me because, like I said, it feels like it barely works against press, and nobody ever runs man. I play against man. I never play against it. And when I do, I feel like I don't even need the double me for how I play. But Tim Patrick is a monster, man. Just super underrated name value. That's why nobody ever uses him. Number 7, we do got Snoop Dogg, and the thing with Snoop Dogg is the kind of the same problem as like Johnny Wilson, I guess you could say. I do like the X factors and abilities here, but the reason I only have him above all these other guys, despite them getting like, you know, Truz and also maybe having the Vanguard like Trent Scott, is the build, the movement of this guy just feels so much better than everybody. He never gets... I don't know how to explain it. Like when you click on somebody, say if somebody matches to you and they're following you like right on your hip, you can click on with him so much better than every other card in the game. I don't know if it's because he has his face scan and his body scan in the game and he's so skinny, but he has been so good at it. But on top of that, like I said, he does get the spin. He does get yak him up as well. And then on top of that, wrecking ball actually works. Like it feels like the yak him up and wrecking ball kind of like equals to like an angry run. So 3 X factors on him. He also does get the tank in the spin cycle. He's a very good card, man. Also a super fun card to use. You know, he's different. Number 6, I almost said Edward McAffrey. Ed McAffrey is actually a very, very good card. Another card that you never see any of because the Legend LTDs are... I don't even know if they exist. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never played against this card, and I spam games. I spam event games. I've played against the best of best teams. I've played against people who overspend on cards that aren't even worth it teams, and I don't even think I've seen Ed McAffrey. But he is still a top receiver in the game. 6'5". He's 98 speed. I don't really care about that because you could literally spend like 100K, and I think it's less than 100K now to get a card that can just +1 his speed. He is very good when it comes to the X factors too. He does end up getting Vanguard for 0, and also angry runs for 1, and max security. So 3 X factors. Max security also does break press, if you guys do not know. Angry runs is angry runs, and then Vanguard is Vanguard. And he's tall enough to spin. He gets the tank as well. I'm telling you, this is an amazing, amazing card in the game. Number 5, DK has fallen down a little bit. It's because we got 2 new guys in the top 5. But DK Metcalf is still probably the best free receiver in the game. If you guys do not know, Surge is basically free. I have 38K of it, and I have no clue what to do with it. And I have a bunch of cards, a quick unbinder. You can't do anything with it anymore, so it just sits on people's team. DK Metcalf is dang near free, boys. You could just quick sell cards. Probably one of the best value/budget cards in the game. He is basically Tim Patrick, but just 99 speed versus Tim Patrick's 97, right? Or 98, but they're both the exact cards, right? You're going to run Truz on him. Like I mentioned, I like the angry runs here. You can go with double me if you are playing a lot of man in your matchmaking, but DK Metcalf, there's not much to say here, boys. You get to custom his own abilities. He could spin, and he's 6'4". This card's crazy. Very, very good card for his value. Number 4, Michael Pittman Jr. I don't think I've ever seen Michael Pittman Jr. ever in a top 10 wide receiver list, yet alone any list ever. Okay, that's a little disrespectful, but he looks like he would be a great guard in normal Maddens, but he just doesn't get crazy cards like this. He's 6'4", spin. He can spin. He's 99 speed. He's basically just like a more... Him and DK are the exact same card. Let me just say that. I do like the tank for 0 right there, which is good. He obviously gets these, and then on top of that, you get the double me plus the Truz. Like I said, it's whatever stack you really prefer. If you like the angry runs over Truz or over the double me, then DK is probably better. But even value alone, this card is very, very rare. Very, very, very hard to find on the block, but he's still a top 5 receiver in the game. Him and DK could swap for that 4 or 5 if you are really looking at value and whatnot. Number 3, JC Latham is still rocking at the top tier for me. If you guys do not know, he does end up going, I think he goes up to 98 speed. Yeah, he does go up to 98 speed right here. So you will get a 98 speed guy. Just boost him up like I mentioned with Ed McAffrey earlier. It's the same thing with the Surge cards. It kind of gets a little repetitive, I know, on these top 10 receiver lists that have a lot of Surge cards, or top 10 lists that have any Surge cards in general. It gets a little repetitive, but you guys know the deal. I've mentioned it plenty of times. The reason why he's so good is the build. He's 6'6", 335. You guys know the meta. I know it's super crazy, but the bigger you are, the better you move in Madden 25. It's actually kind of nasty. I'm kind of sick of it and can't wait for 26, but if we're looking at 25, he's still the best. I mean, this guy is going to dominate the game for the rest of the year. Number 2, the golden ticket I created. Yes, he's fallen down to number 2. I will say I did the best possible I could by listening to the form. It's just not me coping at all. I just wish that I knew I could have cheated on the form. Because, like I said, the next card, I think a dev made. I think the dev made the next card, but I'm proud of it. You know, he lasted as wide receiver 1 for like 3 to 4 weeks there. I don't know the exact time, but he was wide receiver 1 for a while. But it's still cool. That's why I made receiver, though, because if they did make a better card, Joe Thomas would still be viable. You need 3 receivers out there, you know? So there's still some viability out here. He's obviously 6'6", 312. He has that big fella build out there, base 99 speed. In the form, you are not allowed to throw other X factors here, so that's why you see me having these abilities. But double me was on him, and then on top of that, I did end up throwing on the Vanguard and also angry runs, which is, you know, I thought was the best stack. I didn't think Truz was going to be as needed because I didn't think Avalanche was going to be broken compared to the last Madden, but I still think it's a good card. I like Joe Thomas a lot, man, but he did get past. This next card is ridiculous. Number 1, the cleanest card art in all of Madden 25. By far the cleanest card art. I honestly am surprised nobody thought to use the Angry Runs card art we made in Golden Ticket. I mean, including myself. That is insane. That is insanely fire right there. He is broken, though. 6'5", gets the spin, 99 speed. Obviously, very, very good. He's a wide receiver. Remember, not a tight end. It's out of position. So why did I say that? You're in a wide receiver video. Obviously, you guys know that. But Vanguard right here, Angry Runs and Truz. So he's Joe Thomas, but also gets the Truz. That's literally what it is. He just gets the Truz on top while also getting a choice of 2 other X factors over here between these 4. I'd probably go with double me and also probably, I don't even know, honestly. I'd probably just go double me and route tech. I think that's the best way to rock him. But Colston Loveland's easily wide receiver 1, man. This card is insane. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, though, man. Make sure to comment down below which guys off the top 10 wide receiver list are you guys rocking. I don't know if that's the last one. I don't know how many more cards we're going to get that crack to the top 10, but we're going to continue to try to rock out with these as long as the game is still producing content until Madden 26. Hope you guys are enjoying it nonetheless, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.